Hello, fellow key searchers. Thank you for joining me again on my next installment of the Secret 8 Treasure Hunt, looking at potential missing puzzle pieces in San Francisco is the topic today. For the longest time, people have been debating what the symbolism might be for the name of the city to identify the location. And as you might see, what's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. This is from Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare, which for years people have considered part of the hunt. I believe this is what's meant to represent the name of the city, as we shall see here. Some people have previously thought the F was for the Fairmont Hotel. I originally thought it might be for John and Jesse Fremont at Fort Mason. But in looking at it now, keeping Shakespeare in mind, it looks like the S and the F create the name of the city within the rose. So I thought I'd do a deeper dive, and I realized quickly that indeed the name of the city, initials SF, are at City Hall. So anybody walking by would be able to see. Here's a close-up. The stem of the rose also matches perfectly the lamps outside of the entrance to City Hall. As you can see here, the S and the F are fused together, very much like the S and the F within the rose's stem and leaves. And here I highlight how you can compare the lamps out front with the stem of the rose. This has been up for debate for years. I personally thought it was Ronald Reagan, again at Fort Mason, because I'm at Fort Mason Aquatic Park. But if someone is considering Civic Center, City Hall as part of their puzzle, this is a bit compelling. There's an awkward statue of Lincoln, which looks very different from other known statues of Lincoln, both in Chicago and DC. This one, he's like hunched over with an awkward shape to his elbows, arms. As you can see here, I believe the face is a pretty good match to his. And if you zoom in on the picture, you can see his head is indeed next to an awkward shoulder, very much like in the painting. So I thought I'd do a deeper dive, as mentioned in a previous video. I do believe the Great Seal of the State of California was part of the inspiration for Image 1, along with Leonardo da Vinci's painting that most people believe is the only inspiration. But let's do a deeper dive again. As you can see here, I've always thought it was odd that her hair is odd. That's a very unusual hairstyle. Doesn't kind of doesn't make sense to me. How half of it is flat and the other half is curly and wavy. So for the first time I saw it, I thought it looked like cat hair. I know those of us that wear baseball hats, this is what our hair looks like, or in women as well. If you wear it, it smushes your hair down. So I thought, yeah, maybe it is meant to represent the goddess Athena that's in the seal of California. Then lastly, just for perspective, here's where City Hall is, Civic Center. This is the path. It's a straight shot to Fort Mason Aquatic Park, as you can see by the original Ghirardelli chocolate shop. I didn't highlight here, but also to the far left from the X of City Hall is a straight shot to Golden Gate Park for those people that continue to believe in Golden Gate Park. I personally, like I said, believe in Fort Mason and Aquatic Park. And with that, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I missed something, and I'll be happy to incorporate it. Thanks again.